Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of AD&D's Pool of Radiance Remastered. We're doing a all Thief Iron Man run all the way through 5 games, potentially. It's doubtful, but potentially. So that's what we're going to continue here. Hey Jimmy, welcome in. How are you doing? Super early sneaky stream hype it is. Alright. So I probably need to take on Norris the Gray. Let's go do that. These kobolds will probably flee. Yep, let's let it happen. Save us the time. Hidden catacombs, large room, dimly lit by sputtering torches. Hey there, Lockpick, welcome in. How are you doing? Roosters look not to the sun, but DFortae stream to start their morning songs, he says. Arrows teared into the group, but nobody got hurt. Alright, we don't have any spells we can use to pre-buff, so we'll just go in. Norris the Gray. Surrender or die. Not happening, buddy. Okay, Lemonhead ST does have a Psionic Blast. Let's use it. Norris the Gray, unaffected. Not surprised there. Actually, now that we're higher level body weaponry, I need to start using that. I could have used that outside of combat. Duration 20 rounds. Hypnosis? Sure. Let's get these kobolds on our side. They're not going to have anything we want anyway. Norris the Gray is a bit tricky to hit for these thieves. Unaffected again by Psionic Blast. Duncan goes down. Bandage. Ah, he's sweeping the kobolds, Norris the Gray. Okay. Gosh, I'd really like to get a backstab situation, but I can't. Destroyed his shield. That'll help a tiny bit. Hey Duncan, welcome in. How are you doing? Got him. Okay, I don't think there's anything here we want. I don't want these kobolds hogging up our experience. Let's take a few things just in case. Alright. So we need to drop these kobolds. Dumped in a ditch. Just the way we like it. We hypnotize, charm them, and then drop them in the ditch. Jimmy says, looks like the ditch diggers will be eating well tonight. That's right. We are an evil party. So, evil, some of them are chaotic. Duncan says, the party is ashamed as Jimmy shows up out of nowhere to loot the kobolds' corpses in the ditch. You found the bandit's treasure. Okay, can we pick this up? Not all of it. That's the economy adjustments kicking in. So we can't get all the money. What do you guys think about making it where money can be left and you can go back to that position and get it later? Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea? Let's go here, deposit. Jimmy says, I'm taking my fair share, Duncan. Finders keepers. Hey, Ageless, welcome in. How are you doing? Duncan says, no, if you can't carry it, then you lose it. Let's withdraw. 600. Share. Jimmy says, I'd imagine some other party would come along and snag it. Yeah, if I did that, I'd have to put a time limit on it. Where you had to do it like within a certain amount of time or something. Asia says, I feel like if you don't leave the area, yes, as soon as you do, it's gone. Here's our reward. What? That was our reward. Silver wire worth nothing. That's funny. Well, the economy adjustments sure worked. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's do the Cadorna, get that assigned. Duncan says a money converter would help. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't want to do that. I mean, that's kind of what the vault's for. But if you do a money converter, it actually makes it too easy. You can buy like jewelry and stuff and then lose some money when you sell it if you want to get a lighter load. And there is a psionic ability to convert coins and stuff. Like you can convert some to mithril, which can't be damaged, but you'd have to have that ability, which would be pretty rare to get. You're doing good? Just getting ready for work? Glad to hear that, Ageless. Not that you're working, but good that you're doing well. Okay. Duncan says only gold and platinum are really used if a shop or the vault could convert the others. Yeah, again, then you run the risk of having too much. It ends up happening no matter what. But with the vault, at least it makes it where you can put anything you want, you can dump it into your, what's it called, your estate. Eventually, I got to have all the estates implemented where you can actually do things with them, and then it'll make that kind of money more useful. Okay, so we got that done. Let me see how close I am to a level up. It's a mix. Some are pretty close. Let's do a couple duels just to get them to level 5. It's already hitting us. He's got a better armor class. He's probably going to win. Although he's punching. So maybe we will win this. Barely. Okay, that's Ham's level up. Now let's do one for Tim. Duncan says, my playthrough I ended up with over 30,000 platinum, even with treasure experience and economy adjustments on. Did you sell the items, or did you keep most of them? Do you wish to duel? Yes, Tim. 34 hit points, shoot. It's a fighter, armor class 2 and a club. What? Oh, I don't have my arrows equipped. Begins casting. He's like a fighter magic user or something. Well, I guess he could be a cleric. He has a club. And he hasn't hit so far, so he's probably a cleric. He's got high strength. He casts bless on himself, but it won't work because I'm right next to him. Okay, I gotta use my bow here. I'm never gonna hit him. There we go. You kept what you need and sold the rest. Okay, who's next? Duncan needs... Oh, he would need 2 duels. I probably should do that. Fool, you have no arrows equipped. 45 hit points, armor class 1 with a broadsword. Oh gosh. Let's Sarthako. 16. Yeah, we're hitting him. Gosh, his armor class is so much better. We are dual wielding, so we're only getting one hit in. Ouch. There we go, 2 hits. Ouch. Ouch. 8 hit points left. He has 12. No! At least we didn't get killed. Without healing, it's rough. Characters will age. Thieves start pretty young, though, compared to casters. Dueling scam. The dueling's actually way more fun now that you don't know what you're facing compared to a clone. Clone was so dumb. It was just like a 50-50 chance. Jimmy says, what a scrub. Oh my gosh. 50 hit points, armor class 0. Let's hope it's a cleric. Destroyed a shield at least. I don't think it's a cleric. He's hitting us too often. Wow, nice damage. Holy moly. Those were some good rolls. Yeah, a lot of the money ends up going to like Raise Dead and Resurrection and stuff. If you don't save scum. Do you wish to duel? Yes, one more for Duncan. Okay, this guy's got a sling and 15 hit points. We'll take him out, no problem. He's a thief, probably. Okay. I need to go get some money. This is the time we can spend our heavy coins, potentially. Let's see here. Withdraw. So, Electrum, you'd need 2,000. So if we take 500, that's 250 gold. And then we'll take 750 gold here. I can't, okay. Then we'll take 150 platinum. The thief. Let's just do straight gold. Straight gold. Hey Sever, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for giving Sever the shout out, Jimmy. And going over here, the side door. Level 5 thief. Man, I'm only got 4 hit points. He rolled a 2 on a 6-sided dice. He's really, look how far behind he is. 26 hit points. And it's not like he has bad constitution. He's getting the max bonus a thief can get. Just some bad rolls. Okay. Let's see, where do we go next? I think we could probably go get the Gauntlet's Ogre power now. I am not risking going down the well. It's having a character die with a fall is so not worth it. If I had a ring of featherfall, we could try. Let's hope we don't run into ghouls. I really have no way of dealing with them. Oh, I got a bunch of junk. Hold on. I need to go back to town for a minute. I didn't realize I was hauling all that junk. I'll get some silver weapons. In case we run across whites, which would be really, really, really bad. Go to the silver shop. Okay. And you know what? I have no money, but once we sell some of this... Duncan says, climb walls 95%, you still fail. Yeah, it's possible. And then an Iron Man run, that's no good. Severb's on a 3-stream watch streak. Sell my 1 gold silver wire reward. Okay. So, silver daggers are 20. We can have that on the offhand. Buy. Those can be stacked too. You can actually throw multiples. Not in the original Pool of Radiance, but in ours. Let's see here. Okay, what else? He does have a silver broadsword and longsword. He doesn't need one. He does. Not enough money. Okay. Let's go back. Get some more. Here's where we'll use up some of our silver. Okay. There, she consolidated after I bought 3 platinum. Okay. Let's see, you have a short bow +1. Oh, he's just a dagger wielder. Okay, let's get a few more daggers. Let's get rid of the copper. Oh, using a longsword? Look at the wrong guy. Yeah, okay. can do that. Alright, we're in good shape now. And we got rid of all of our low money. We don't want to do that library with a specter. Alright. I do want to test something real quick here. So let's look. Armor class 5. Without it, it's 8. Let's see what our body weaponry gives us. (1d2) damage. Use body weaponry. He can do 1d8. The body weaponry is the equivalent of a battle axe. And the armor class is 2. That is sweet. So that's a much better armor class for the Thieves. We'll do that before we fight the ogres. Or the ogre, I should say. Okay. We gonna get encountered? No, thank goodness. Let's do 20 rounds. We have 3 guys with body weaponry. Unequip the armor. Now we actually have decent armor class. And without having a weapon equipped, for the one guy, he actually, the speed factor is a lot better. Severb says, you've slain the dragon, but its hoard is all copper pieces. It was an unusual dragon. Okay, let's see how we can do against this. Let's put you over here and do a blast. That affected a good amount. You don't have enough left to do a sonic blast. I guess we'll do a wield here. You don't have enough for a sonic blast. You do. Hey, Toothless, welcome in. How are you doing? And you do. You have enough. It's the best place to go here. There. Got one of them. Killing the Hobgoblin boss. Yeah, well, we're gonna try. It's not easy with Thieves. Even with Psionics, it's challenging. We're level 5, and with psionics it's still challenging. Dual wield daggers, sure. Kill the ogre while he's stunned or in a coma. The body weaponry definitely helps. Just had an encounter with a psionic thief. It was a really nice prize. Did he do anything useful with his psionic ability? It'd be really rough to run into one that had enough psionic points to do a psionic blast against the party. Especially if your party's not smart. He used some attack, looked like psionic blast. My psionic monk countered with molecular agitation. Oh, okay. So he targeted your psionic with his psionic power. Gotcha. Sometimes they'll just use a discipline, like body weaponry or whatever. Yeah, if you have low defense, it's actually really dangerous to fight psionics. If you have low psionic points, you're better off not being a psionic, because otherwise you can end up with death or really bad conditions. Toothless is on a 7-stream watch streak. Nice. Okay. Let's pick up what probably is some money. Some flasks here. Okay, that's probably good enough. Iron box. Seal of the family. We're going to open it. 1100 experience, 740 in items. Oh my gosh, 38,000 silver, 450 copper. Economy adjustments enacted. There's the Gauntlet's Ogre power. Definitely need that. See how much of this other stuff we can pick up. And then we'll take as much money as we can. We'll have to leave that behind. Gosh, I don't know if I can rest here. Oh, giant scorpions. so bad. Alright, let's see if our Sonic Blast works. They're low intelligence, so it should. Okay. Okay, they're in comas. We're okay. Thank goodness. Wow. It's a disaster. Can't rest there. Toothless says I got 108,000 copper in one of the caskets at Covell Mansion. Yep. It's economy adjustments in action. Unless you had a few portable holes or bags of holding or guys with a bunch of giant strength, you're not going to be getting anywhere near that coming back. That's the way Gary Gygax wanted it. That's why I did that. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have to really work to get all that back. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's ID. I don't actually think I have anything to ID. Oh, that was a longsword +1 I just sold. Or who had that? Flasks of oil. We can definitely use these. One of my guys has a proficiency. Toothless says makes every run fun and unpredictable. I love it. Sweet. Unpredictability is good. Okay, the Gauntlet's Ogre Power we have to keep. I'll have to figure out who to put it on. Right now we'll just give it to Tim. They go of 13 now. Wow. That's so much better. Severb says, I would like to talk about hirelings. Opal studded chest. It's worth 103 experience points. Nice. Okay. Nobody's due a level up. Strength of 14. Strength of 13 on Saz. Okay. We're going to give him the gauntlets. It makes more sense. Since he has the lowest strength. Alright. 16,000 experience. That's actually pretty good. Let's see, where can we go next? Sokol Keep is going to be rough. With Sonic Blast, I think it might be doable, but man, it's going to be rough. I'd like to get another level before I try that. At least to have a few more hit points. Severb says they'll be paid in copper. That's right. It's perfect reason. Okay, I need to see who's going to use the flask of oil. Oh, that's perfect. It's Saztam. He's the one that has the higher strength now. So he can carry 26 flasks of oil. Can you use more than just a dagger? Yeah, he can use longsword. Let's go get silver longsword for Tim. Okay. It's gonna be a while till we can get a level up though, so I mean one thing I could do, which would be risky, is go outside the western gate. I could rescue Skull Crusher. There's a goblin there. I don't think there's a whole lot of experience over there, and it's kind of risky. The scorpions and everything. Tootha says, what does levitation do? I got on one of my test characters. The spell and the psionic ability is similar. If you're indoors, you can only levitate up to 10 feet high. If you're in a place where there's no ceiling, but you're still indoors, you can levitate up 100 plus feet over time. And basically, first off, it'll help you avoid pitfalls and things while you're adventuring, so you won't fall into stuff. But in combat, it's actually an extra dimension that's considered when enemies try to attack you. So if you're 30 feet in the air, for example, and someone's trying to attack you with a melee weapon, they can't reach you. And if you had ranged weapons or spells, you could cast from the air and be hitting them. And you'd be invulnerable. They wouldn't be able to reach you. So it can work in that aspect. You cannot move while you're levitating. So you're just stuck in that position unless you levitate and come down. But yeah, like for example, if you're surrounded by ghouls, let's say you get attacked by 50 ghouls. If you have a ranged weapon, you could levitate into the air and just shoot them all down. And they wouldn't be able to touch you. So it has its uses. And I do consider height. So like if you're fighting a storm giant who's like 21 feet tall, they can reach you even if you're 30 foot levitated. But if you go up like 40 to 50 feet, then even a storm giant can't reach you. Now, if they have ranged weapons or spells that can reach you in the air, they can still hit you. But most enemies don't. Okay, let's see here. I don't really know of a good place to go. If I tried the mansion, we'd have to fight a specter. Not the mansion, the library. We'd have to fight the specter coming out. We have 0 chance of killing that. It would drain so many levels. I'm not doing that. We rescued Skull Crusher. There's a goblin there. He has a necklace, but I think it's a cursed necklace. He might have some magical items. I guess we'll go. It's so risky though, that area. It's got ghouls and I think even wights can be there. And giant scorpions. I'd be better off going to Sokol Keep, I think. Let's do Sogol Keep. It's going to be really hard, but we'll see what happens. Oh, sure thing, Toothless. Hey, Liquid Mouse Slime. Welcome in. How are you doing? Don't want to fight that. Okay, let's prep with what we can. So, Mr. Spock, he's a human. If we expand, he might be so tall. If he reaches 19 strength, his size will increase. Do I do 20 rounds? 40. Let's do 20. He's level 5. I don't think it'll give him 19 strength, so let's use expansion. Yeah, it gave him 1891. That's good. Okay, everything's fine. Glad to hear that, Liquid Melt Slime. Mystic. He has levitation. He also has probability travel. So, with probability travel, we can kind of gate out to another plane. Not sure I've used this in combat. Yeah, we can use it in combat. Not sure I want to. Does require 20 points. I'd have to save 20 points. Hey, Mystic, welcome in. How are you doing? Tootha says, wow, body weaponry plus expansion. Sounds like a great combo for a monk. Well, it's a great combo for anything that isn't good with weapons. Monks don't get any bonus damage with expansion unless they're using a weapon. You can have 24 strength and you'll still do normal damage with a monk. That would be good for a non-monk. You're well, glad to hear that, Mystic. Yeah, we're trying to make it through. Let's go ahead and do body. 20 rounds. Levitation I don't need because we don't really have ranged. Well, I could use a sling, but nah. What about Duncan? How many points does he have? Okay. Body weaponry for 20 rounds. Expansion for 9. Says doesn't have any usable. He has reduction. Could give us an armor class boost if we stuck with ranged, but we don't have enough arrows. Well, we could give him these arrows. Depends on how small he ends up getting. Number of turns. Let's do 3. Give him armor class of 1. Terrible damage. So, oh, he's so small he can't use his bow. That's a problem. Okay, we got to redo all this. Okay, and body weaponry expansion. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it goes. The enemy is overwhelmed. Allow him to flee. I would normally say yes, but I'm not going to for the stream's sake. Destroyed one of our silver daggers already. Okay. Does he have body weaponry? He does. Okay. We need to kill those shooters down there. Tim does not have body weaponry. Let's leave that on. Palm Addict does not have body weaponry. He's going to get killed pretty quickly here, though. I think I'm going to have him use a sling. Let's get him back here. Says Tam, armor class 4, does not have body weaponry. Thaco of 13. Mystic does have body weaponry. Thanks, Toothless. I'm gonna need it for sure. Armor class 2. Alright, hopefully we can get a Sonic Blast off here. Mr. Spock can't. He's not qualified. Arrows. Okay, Tim can. Let's see here. Really need to hit those guys down there. Really? Only 2 stunned? He got hit, so we can't use his. Saz can finally do one. Not sure the best place to do this. Wow, only one was affected. Hypnosis. Here we go. This might be our saving grace. Two, three, four, five, six. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get these. Charm. They'll draw some extra fire. Dang. Okay, Saz can do another blast. Okay, he's on my side. Okay, we're getting you out of here. Orc goes berserk, we like that. Take of 12, that's decent. Stunned. .42 damage backstab. Okay, another hypnosis here. They're on our side. He's not. Not guarding. Okay, orc leader down. These guys are on my side. Nice. Okay, let's do invisibility. Number of turns, 5. It's affecting a lot of them. Well, they can't see him. Nice, destroyed his chainmail. Okay, Mystic. Still have another hypnosis. Right there. Okay, they're starting to flee. Success. Judith says, I must say that the fireball animate dead combos are really fun to use. First you blast the enemies with fireball, then raise them as your troops. Game of Thrones, anyone? Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like a fun tactic. Well, Palm survived. None of this is magical. Okay, hobgoblins drop. Tell the truth. Tyranthraxus. Samosud. Why does he change it? That's just so weird. Okay, now we opened up more of the game. And actually, before we get our reward, let's sell stuff because we could end up getting some dumb rewards. Okay. Actually, let's give him all the money and we'll go deposit it. Councilman Cadorna confronts you. This was considered an evil act. Doing more evil acts may change alignment. Okay, we did our first evil act. $1,500 experience. Platinum and Electrum. Ah, the graveyard. Yeah, we can get some quick experience there. Toothless says, did you get the Gauntlet's Ogre power? Yes. It's on Saztan. Group of Thieves. Alright. Let's put back on our armor. The jeweled belt. Okay, I think that's it. Yep. Alright, we'll go rest, and then I have to decide, probably do Covell Mansion or try to get an item or two from the graveyard. That's a quick way to make some good experience. Dutha says, okay, you're able to get Dirta now. Maybe you'll run into the same bug I did. Basically needs to go to the graveyard with you to get himself drained at least one level for the bug to show up. Yeah, I'll set a save game and keep it. Then I can reproduce that offline. Let's go to the bay. Who's going to pay? Saz. Okay, go to the graveyard. I think there's 2 fights here. Allow him to flee, yes. Okay, this is the big fight. We're going to do half damage against these for the most part. We could use clubs, but I don't have any on me. Sonic Blast should tear through these because they have no intelligence. minus the giant skeleton. Cloak of Displacement. Such a good item. Slings do full damage. Got him. Marble chest. Alright. Most of the experience is in money, which is good. Because then we don't have to sell the items. 27,000 gold. I don't think we're going to be picking that up. We picked up, what, 7,000, 8,000? Okay. Take the boat. Look at that, we got some level ups due. Mystic, level 6. Ooh, proficiency. Let's do club, so we have someone with blunt. Sling. Okay, that helps. Copper pot, worth 0. Alright, scrolls, here we go. We can't use cleric scrolls. Once we get to level 9, the Thieves' ability to use magic user, druid, and illusionist scrolls. We can never use cleric. Okay, and that gave Mr. Spock enough. Now he's human, so he can actually use a composite short bow. Let's pick that. go. Has a little more range than a short bow. So that's going to impact our body weaponry. Let's check it out. -1 armor class now. And the weapon is like a morning star. 2d4. That's pretty sweet. Alright, we'll take out just enough. Share it. Okay, we'll probably start doing the mansion. There is another spot we could do in the graveyard, but it is a bit dangerous with zombie. So yeah, I think I'll do the mansion. North. Ouch. Scallywag. Detect the trap. Disarm it. Who's going to do that? Let's do Duncan. Duncan gains experience. Nice. Search. You detect a trap. Disarm Duncan. Nope. Failed. Level 1 thief. Shady thief. Scallywag. He surrendered. 683 experience and items. This stuff's probably all magical. Let's go back to town and ID it. Okay. Oh, this is poison. 700 gold. So we... see, he's chaotic evil. He's not an assassin, though. Okay. Might just sell it. It's a regular broadsword. Magic chainmail, which we can't use. Magic shield we can't use. Can't use the flail, can't use the scimitar, can't use any of this. That sucks. Use the magic dagger. At least we got 2 of those. That's probably acid. Okay. And we got a couple level ups too. "14 knives." Okay. Tim, level 6 thief. We'll do knife in case we find a magic one. And Hom. Let's do broadsword. Because I think I thought I had another broadsword. Yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, we'll go back to the mansion, but first let's rest. Duncan's got the lowest hit points now because he's level 5. We could do 2 duels and get him to level 6. Let's do that so he's caught up. Actually, I'm going to say no real quick. Body weaponry. Expansion. There we go. Now he'll be more likely to succeed. Nice. Oh, that's all I needed. Yeah, the new duels are sweet because you never know what you're facing. Sometimes you face someone that kicks your butt, even though they're the same level. And it's different depending on what class you are, you know. Has a big impact. And if you're facing a caster, they could potentially have pre-buffs on them. Like be invisible or have fire shield or something. So you never know what you're going to be facing. Okay, Duncan, what do we want here? Let's get another light crossbow. Detect a trap. Thieves attacking Thieves Guild. This will be interesting, Toothless says. Search. You detect a trap. Disarm. Tim. Deactivate. Tim gains experience. Let's pick it. Tim. You try, but it's too complex. You fail miserably. It's kind of dumb that you can't have multiple people try. Break. Small patch of gems is gone. There's nothing there. Economy adjustment. Pouch of gems in Covell Mansion. Give treasure. Gotta fix that. Search. Fail miserably. There we go. Now we got some money. Tapestry and a painting. Oh boy, that's going to be heavy. They can't pick the locks. It's so funny. Party full of thieves. And some junk. What I probably need to do is, if you have economy adjustments turned on this area, just turn it off. Because the descriptions are too explicit. They're telling you like, oh, there's gems here or whatever. So when I adjust the treasure, it just doesn't make sense. I'll make a note. Tiny pearls, i.e. 3,200 gold. Does it make sense? Yeah. I'll just make it where it turns off economy adjustments here. Tuthis says, yeah, you're told they're jewelry and gems, but you find a mountain of copper instead. Yeah. Gosh, we're scrubs. We can't disarm anything. Examine the cabinet. Tim finally disabled one. Pick. Pick the lock. It's amazing. Scrolls. So that is accurate. And these we can actually use later on once we get to level 9. So I'm probably not going to sell them. He had a staff sling and a sling. He wanted to make sure all of his bases were covered. He's a sling fanatic. Alright, let's ID some of this. Druid Scroll, nice. Silk Pillow. I think that's it. We have a tapestry somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Let's go deposit this money. Do this as just question. Is it intentional that thieves can't use poison vials? My mage thief couldn't use them, for example. No. I'm still kind of undecided on it because in the dungeon or in the player's handbook, no, actually it might be it's either that or the Dungeon Master Guide. Gary Gygax has an asterisk next to poison, and it says it's the DM's discretion if you want to allow non-assassins that if the characters are evil to use poison. And the reason why I'm undecided on it is because it gives assassins a purpose. It gives them something special. And if you allow non-assassins to be able to use the poison, it's kind of undermining that. So I'm still kind of undecided on it. But that's kind of why it is the way it is. Yours has a weapon or a poison proficiency. Yeah. Yeah, I got to spend more time thinking about the pros and cons, and you want to have certain classes that have advantages and special things. So I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do there. I don't like introducing a lot of homegrown rules when possible. That one definitely says that it's up to the DM to decide. So that does give leeway for a homegrown rule. I could make it where you could fumble poison and potentially kill your own character. But then if it's something super dangerous, people probably aren't going to use it anyway. So it's just, I don't know. Tricky. It's tricky to figure out what to do on that one. Okay. Back to Covell. Alright, there's going to be a big fight coming up here. Oh, he's level 4. He got an upgrade. Okay. This might be a tricky fight. Okay, he's got 1800 strength now. So once we get to level 7, it's going to push our strength to 19. There's good and bad in that. The bad is your items will unequip that you're wearing. Good is we'll get better Thaco and more damage. You'll take up more space too. 2 tiles. Okay. Feeble-minded. That guy got feeble-minded. Dang. Oh, we got backstabbed. Ouch. Oh, that guy got killed instantly because he was feeble-minded. Second Sonic Blast follow-up. Fleas and panic. Hey, Sastam, welcome in. How are you doing? Good morning. Got him. I don't know if any of this is magical. Probably not. Take a few off the front and the back. Actually, there might be some magic leather armor. I don't remember where that's at. Silver longsword? Is there a benefit over a standard longsword? Toothless says. It just allows you to hit certain enemies, like wraiths that require wraiths and whites require silver or plus weapons. That's about the only advantage. Yeah, against undead. Duncan caught on fire. At least it didn't have any items get damaged. I do actually want to pick up a club or two. In case we face skeletons again. Rush to help the old thief, but it's too late. Now I actually want to go back to town, I think, before I open the rest of this, because I need to get rid of some weight. You can do that here at the temple, surprisingly. It's kind of goofy that you can sell items at the temple. Oh, we got a potion of superheroism. I just realized. Wow, that's cool. In fact, I need to make sure that that stacks with psionic ability. Make a note. That nothing special. Toothless says, I need a tip. Is sticks to snakes good versus vampires in a graveyard, or is vampire immune to it? I'm pretty sure it's immune. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's immune. Anything that requires a +1 or better weapon to hit, or anything that takes half damage from standard weapons or whatever, will be immune to sticks to snakes, because they're just regular snakes doing a physical attack. Sure thing. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and rest. Actually, since we cleared it, I think I can rest there. Detect a trap. I don't know if we're strong enough to pick this up. Okay. Saztam gains experience. Pick the lock. 15 sacks filled with silver pieces. Aurelio's copper. That's where I gotta turn off the economy adjustments. This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Last one, right? Oh, maybe that was the last one. Yeah, I think it was. Oh, no, here we go. This might be the magic leather armor I was thinking about. And a short sword. Nice. Electrum decanter. Yeah. Leather armor +4, that's useful. And a short sword +2. Is anybody not using a magic weapon? Saztam can use a short sword. He gets it. Major upgrades there on Saz. Armor class 1 and Thaco of 10. Nice. Wow, the tapestry is 111 experience, 5,000 gold. Sell. Now, who had the scrolls? We want to make sure we give them a case. Give it to Mystic. To help protect them. Okay, cool. And we're very far from a level up. Let's see what kind of silly reward we get. A jeweled belt. I have been authorized to give you an enchanted weapon. Do you accept? Yes. Hey, at least we got a druid scroll. We can use that eventually. The rest of this we can't use. get some experience out of it. These are the restoration scrolls. I'll keep one just so I can test a bug that Toothless talked about. Hey Rickard, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? He says, I love these rewards. Thanks for taking care of those undead. Here's 10 experience, a carpet, a kettle, and some other trash laying around. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. So you probably know in my remaster I have an option you can turn on called economy adjustments and item treasure experience. And that's what's causing that. Basically, Gary Gygax wanted to make it where you had to sell your stuff in order to get experience. You're not just supposed to get it instantly. So that's why that happens. I have that option enabled. It is pretty funny. I should probably disable it for the flan missions to be realistic, but it is kind of funny. Yeah, here's a polished tooth. I think we found a polished tooth. We got it. Yeah, let's look. A polished giant tooth and a candelabra and a wool quilt. 25 gold for the wool tooth. Not the wool tooth, the polished tooth. Here's a walnut beads, copper kettle, painting, and a bag of exotic pearls. At least the pearls kind of make sense. Oh, wait a minute. Fur-lined trunk. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's a good place to stop. Great progress. There's a few things I want to tweak and work on. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.